Hi there, everyone. It's Tuesday, May 19th. I hope everyone is doing really well today. As we have put in place the last couple weeks, I'm going live on Facebook just to check in to see how everyone is doing. As you know, I've been making calls, checking in with the people of the 71st District and having conversations, of course, on how things are going for them. And one of the topics at hand, of course, has been the impact of being unemployed, children being out of school, all those things that come in to add extra anxiety and stresses in our life. And so tonight I wanted to just touch base on a very real problem here in the 71st District, and that's food insecurity and food deserts. Now, maybe you don't really know what food insecurity is. And so I went and did a little research, and food insecurity is basically not meeting the needs for an active life. And who does that touch? Well, it touches every age. It's not just young people, it's not just old people, it's everybody. And food insecurity can happen to just about anybody. It doesn't mean that you are necessarily impoverished. Certain things like COVID-19 and losing your job can push you into a food insecurity situation. Okay, so you're not meeting the basic needs. It really affects the children, the students, that rely on being fed at school. I don't know if many of you know this, but a lot of our children are fed not only lunch, but breakfast as well, get their day started. They need that sustenance to be able to perform well, to learn. That's just basic knowledge there. So we need to make sure that we address this issue in the 71st District. And I know, talking to some of the leaders in our communities, as far as how we're dealing with this, the food banks have been hit extremely hard with new families, new faces coming in, needing to make sure that they're able to provide for their families. So just wanted to really check in and see, if you've experienced this, what are you doing? What resources have you found to help? I know that the United Way, the Sauk Valley Food Bank, we have many of the food banks in and out in the area. So they are there, but how do you connect with them? If you are in Whiteside County, we have the Sauk Valley Food Bank. You can go there. There's St. Vincent de Paul's, there's a few of the churches. If you call the United Way agency of Whiteside County, and probably most of your United Way agencies will have resource numbers for you to access food banks if necessary, okay? What's interesting, this rural area, we are in the the part of the nation that are the food providers. We're a rural community, a rural district. We have farmers all over providing beef and pork and corn and soybeans, all going into food processing. Yet statistically, 84% of children that qualify for the lunch programs, free and reduced lunch programs, are actually in a rural area. So their needs are not being met, and we need to make sure that we address that. We also have in this area what's considered to be food deserts. What is a food desert? Well, a food desert means that you, as a person, do not have access to a supermarket. If you are in a rural area, 33% of the population of the area, if you hit that, you are 10 miles maybe or more away from a grocery store. So I think about the communities in the 71st district, and there are those that qualify for that. So we need to address that, because if you don't have access to fresh and nutritious food, then as a whole, you are going to be facing health problems. That then is a real demand on the healthcare system in our communities. So that's a financial burden as well. So we need to make sure that we are making it available. And there's things that can be done with that. And just a preview, next week, next week's Tuesday Talks will incorporate different programs and things that can be done to not only address food insecurity, but the food deserts as well. So I just got notification today about a program that is being instituted. As I said, in Whiteside County, I believe 85% of our students qualify for reduced or free lunches. Think about that. That is astounding. I got the statistics from, I want to look this up, from the Hunger and Poverty Feeding America. Whiteside County food insecure people in 2016, so 2 years ago, and this does not include the pandemic numbers, we had 4,970 people that were food insecure, okay? Of that, the children affected by that, I need to go to that number. So we had almost 2,000 children that were affected in Whiteside County with food insecurity. So our young people, if you need to have a nutritious diet to learn and to be your best, then we need to make sure that our kids are getting what they need. So, with the pandemic coming into play and the shelter in place, schools closed down. So from March until present time, which the school year is almost ending, there have been students that were counting on breakfast and lunch for their day, and they didn't get that. So what has happened is the state of Illinois has put together a program. It's the Pandemic EBT, and it was put in place to address the food insecurity of students that qualified for the free and reduced lunch. And those are students that are from preschool to 17 years of age, and even those from 18 to 22 if you were a student, okay? So that's a program that was put in place for you parents that are on, have SNAP benefits. That program will automatically go into effect for you. You'll see an increase in your SNAP benefits that's deposited on your card. So you don't have to worry about that. If you don't see it, you can call I believe it's the Department of Agriculture, Illinois Department of Agriculture. You can go, I've got the website that you can get more information on, and I'll give that to you. But you let them know that your SNAP benefits were not increased and that you had students that were eligible for that, okay? If you are not on SNAP programs and you had students that still were able, that qualified for the free and reduced lunch, because that doesn't go hand in hand, doesn't mean that you have to be on SNAP to get the free or reduced lunch. If that's the case and you're not on SNAP, you can apply one of two ways. You can go online to do that, and you'll go online at abe.illinois.gov, and there will be an application for you to fill out. If that's not how you want to do it, you can request a paper application and then fill that out and send that in. and your benefits will be sent to you on a card. And that will be for the time that school shut down through the end of school. So from the middle of March through next week, end of May. And what they are proposing, the benefits, how much you can expect from that March through May is $182.40 per eligible child. Okay, $182.40 per eligible child. So if you have 2 eligible children, you would be receiving $364.80, if my math is correct. So any questions with that, you can go online to abe.illinois.gov, and they can answer your questions for that. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to chat about tonight and give some information about. I don't see any questions here. So how is things going? Anybody have something to report? Okay. Well, I very much appreciate your time. I can be contacted through here on Facebook, through Messenger, Padilla for Illinois, or I have a website that you can go to, Padilla for Illinois, and through there is listed my email, so you can send me any questions or concerns that you have there. Okay. So if anybody doesn't, oh, there's a couple comments, I'm sorry. So Cindy, I'm at county board meeting, we'll hop on when done. Hi Cindy, thanks. Yeah, I figure you guys are busy trying to work out the county board stuff and things. Hi Erica, thanks for joining in. I appreciate that. So again, you know, the COVID-19 has really, we're going through very difficult and challenging times, and there are people that are unemployed. There are children out there, you know, that are hungry. Families, there are elderly people that are hungry, and I just feel that we need to be checking in on one another. If you know someone that is struggling, please reach out to them. Contact the United Way. I know here in Whiteside County, our United Way agencies were giving out grocery gift cards for families to be able to go and get groceries. So you can call the United Way of Whiteside County, and they can definitely get you the resources, access to resources that you need. But I think, you know, during these difficult times, it's really important that we come together as a community, that we check in on one another, that we respect and be kind to one another. That's what's going to make us stronger, and that's what's going to help us get through this. And I hate the thought of people in this great nation that we live in. I hate the thought of people going hungry. And as a representative down in Springfield, I will definitely be focused on addressing this issue and making sure that we do everything we can. Because when our students are fed and they're able to learn, then we are producing beautiful people to become community members that will then give back to society like they were shown that they were given a hand up as well. So with that, you know, I know that this is just kind of a check-in. I want to take questions if you've got them, but I don't want to just be talking to the screen. So anyway, take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Again, it's Padilla for Illinois. Send me your questions, your concerns. Email. We'll get connected that way, and I look forward to being able to come out into the neighborhoods and and chat with all of you to make sure that we get this beautiful state back on the road to recovery. So take care. God bless. Stay healthy. Stay well. And we just have a few more days, I think, of this, and we can get through it. So stay strong.